Howdy, folks. Thanks for joining me for this game, which will be a surprise. Do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. I play games for fun. And since I'm already playing games for fun, I figured, hey, why don't I just start doing videos? Pop them up on YouTube. Fill it with random rumblings and ramblings and share it with the world. Why? Well, as I've gotten older, and as is often the case, it's hard to organize events with friends and family to get them on over for a couch co-op session. So I said, hey, why don't I just make these videos, like companion videos, where people can pop them on in the background and pay attention as much as they want. You know, watch for 15 minutes, not at all. Just use it for background ambience noise. Captain Planet said the power is yours to choose. Well, he didn't say that to choose, but you get the gist of it. Anyways, yeah. So it's whether you're playing games yourself, driving home from work, maybe it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep, and you just feel like, hey, I need to put something on that feels like it's taking up space in a room. Pop on one of my videos, invite me into your home, I'll invite you into mine, and for the next hour and a half, 2 hours or so, consider me your buddy, your pal, your friend, as we explore new games for the first time, old games for the first time, or in this case, revisiting a game that, when I looked at it, it's technically been about 6 years since I last played this. But, take a stroll down nostalgia lane and see how games fare 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years after we first played them or last beat them. So thanks for joining me. To my subscribers, I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing these videos, especially at the frequency in which I do them, and I promise you all this much, as long as one of y'all sticks around, I'm going to keep doing videos. Excuse me, it's early in the morning. Rise into the street. Light me up that cigarette. The strap shoes on my feet. Bum, bum, bum. But because y'all are so great, as long as one of you stays subscribed, I'll keep doing these videos. I think I just said that, but mine's a frazzle dazzle this early in the morning. This weather changing mixed with the time change, I'll be there. But you drive over to my computers, howdy. And for a recommendation for, you know what, usually this is where I'd input a little fun thing like a quote, and you'd have to, you know, guess in the comments who it is, where it's from. I'm just going to recommend a game that I feel is in a similar vein to this one. Vanquish. There you go. Alright, so now for the big reveal, for those who are unaware. We are going to be playing Binary Domain. Okay, so this was 2014. Oh wow, it's actually been a lot longer since I played this. The 2024 one was me loading up, trying to get something going. Okay, so this game can be notoriously difficult. Real quick, you get like I don't know, companion affection levels or something, right? Like how they how positive they view you. And this game can be notoriously difficult to get max affection with everybody. Mainly because of that guy in the hoodie, or the beanie, and the chick on the left. There is an exploit, not really an exploit, but there's a tactic to make sure that you get it for everybody. I don't know how to do it the normal way, so I'll point out the spot when we get there, but I'm just going to play through it. Come what may. I'm going to keep that one, though. No, 2019 was the last time I think I played this. A new game. I'm gonna do Rust 'em Up, which is gonna be normal. Why? Well, darn my art project. Sorry, because it has been a while. Anyways, Binary Domain is one of the games developed by the Yakuza team. I think it's called Like a Dragon now or something. I don't know. I knew him as Yakuza, right? That's when I played their games. And hot take, but I think this is my favorite game by them, along with Dead Souls. Yeah. Third-person shooter, cyberpunk setting. I fell in love with the game. This and Vanquish paired together are kind of like the closest we'll ever get to Bubblegum Crisis.
42 hours ago, the IRTA Council approved Rust crew deployment
outside of that
to Japan
Sega CD
covertly,
game.
and
Yeah, I know.
investigate reports of Amida
Don't
Corporation's
say it.
development of human-like robots. Your orders are to enter the Tokyo Bay seawall and infiltrate the lower city slums. Rendezvous with the other national squads and head for Amida. This is a covert operation without the awareness or consent of the Japanese government. You may engage local forces in combat, but IRTA will disavow any involvement. Good luck and Godspeed.
Sound mixing. There wasn't too many options to mix up sound stuff, so. Oh, hey. Rain. I forgot to start off in a rain mission. But yeah, this is one of the ones that, when I finally did get around to buying a PS3.
Welcome to Japan, brother. That's my welcome? Your ugly ass?
Big boat.
Where's all my dancing geisha girls? You ain't seen what I'm wearing under this wetsuit. Is it lace?
I love the dialogue in this. It's right up my alley of, like, I don't know,
Yo, Dan, let's
sarcastic smarmingism. Smarmingism? Is that a word?
Say something to me.
You can speak in the microphone during gameplay. Don't. I mean, you can. You really got to tweak around with it. So I just used the hold down the left bumper to check some examples. Okay, and it's important because the way this game works is, and what I like, this game tried something really interesting where you actually communicate with your squad mates, and based upon how quick you respond, whether verbally or through actions, and what you respond to them with, their affinity for you goes up or down. The characters actually react to it. Yes, that means if you use the mic and you say certain commands, voices, or words, they will respond to your voice. Not just by, showing you the affinity going up or down, but also by responding back to you with either a sarcastic insult or, positive affirmation kind of thing. It was really neat. The execution of it is where it kind of falls. Kind of like what was that other voice recognition game? It was apparently really terrible. I think it was a survival horror game. I'll look this up now. Voice recognition PS2 game, was it? Lifeline. Yeah, Lifeline. Outside of that, plays like a third-person shooter. Pretty competent one. Not as good as Vanquish, but the storytelling in this I feel is better by far than Vanquish. And the characters, a lot of the non-gameplay aspects. Outside of that, the gameplay is perfectly serviceable, and in one regard, I found it to be actually better. And you'll see that as we continue and play along. I'm just buying time right now, so excuse me. I'll be right back. I have to go take care of Mr. Knucklehead. Alright, sorry about that. Also, the game is kind of notorious for being a bit temperamental. So, for example, you might not be able to use your... Notice that when you try using your gamepad, start is shoot, left trigger causes you to look down, right trigger causes you to look up. The controls aren't, even though you went into input and you changed it to controller and so on and so forth. So what you should do, first of all, don't open it by pressing or going through Steam and pressing play. Download the game, but then go to the file location and use the exe there. Second, make sure you have your, I'm using a 360 controller, controller unplugged from your PC. Once the game starts up, and you get to the tile screen, plug your controller in. 99.99% of the time, that should fix that. So, I played it with both mouse and keyboard and controller over the years. In fact, first time I played this was on, and I still have my copy, was on PS3. Don't get too excited, folks. It's just a Red Bull. Alright. Killed enough time. Yeah, voice link.
Understand how to use your radio now?
During gameplay, receive questions from your teammates, assess the situation, respond.
Good answer. Keep it up.
So that's where if you had your mic, you'd say, I got it, or yes. And the responses are pretty much canned, so that it's not like a reactive AI type of thing or something. It's More like you pick something and then it knows to pick this response based on the generic path way that you took with it. The game may pick up background noise and because your teammates react to the noise. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, if you want to fiddle with that, you can. It's worth it. The first time I played it.
And battle techniques. You can skip this if you don't need it. So you want to go over your gear and stuff?
I did that. Okay.
Okay, let's do this, bro. Alright, first shooting. Dan, you see that sign over there? Alright then, shoot that sign. You'll have a better chance of hitting your target if you get in a firing posture first.
I'm shooting it.
Good shooting, Dan.
Oh, he's on the blow it up.
Huh?
Alright, so as you see there, he's get like up arrows, and here you'll see a blue bar. You want it to get filled. Now, if you fill it, you can still lose affinity. So be mindful. Things that will lose you affinity if you shoot them in combat. You don't react quick enough. You don't respond.
Don't
they really
forget
hate
to
that.
reload when you get low on ammo. You don't want to be up shit creek without no bullets.
Nope. I don't want to be up shit creek at all. Yeah.
You can also get personal with enemies by quickly bashing them with your weapon. Alright, next let's check out your handgun. Take out your handgun and try shooting that sign. Nice. Sure glad you're on our side. Alright, that about does it. Okay, my man. Let's get on with the mission.
As you can see, it went up a teeny bit. But again, it's not necessarily, with the exception of, and that's because of how late you get the characters in the game, the British operatives, I'll spoil that, and the French robot. You get him very late in the game. So what you want to do is you want to try and spend the later parts of the game getting Kane's affinity up. But there's a spot, maybe I will, maybe I'll show you guys how to do it. You get a couple of the British operatives. Anyways, cyberpunk setting, love it, dig it. One of my favorites. It's got that Gears of War control scheme, more or less. Hold A to sprint forward.
Don't forget to grab that ammo there.
What is that? Oh.
Over here!
Okay. Can't remember if there was collectibles.
Yo, I was wondering, what are your plans after this is all done? You're a bit of a player. Vacation, chicks, tropics? Yeah, I knew it. Same as it ever was. Well, better get this job done quick.
There are guides that can show you what responses you want to give to get the most
Why we gotta execute the operation in this shitty
levels
weather?
up. But yeah, this is one I had no idea of. I just saw it. It was cheap. It was like $10. I had played Vanquish and I was like, oh, okay, Cyberpunk. I like Cyberpunk. I had no ideas about the developers. At that time, I was just like, yeah, I'll give it a try. Alright, here you can see, yeah. Okay. But it very quickly became one of my favorite games on that system. And I was glad I picked it up. I originally picked up a PS3 only when Twisted Metal dropped. Up till then I was playing, I was mostly a Wii and PC, doing MMOs and stuff. Game still looks
Beetle
good.
2 to base.
Loud and clear, Beetle 2. Line is secure, tracking locked. Current position, 35 degrees, 6356 seconds, by 139 degrees, 7724 seconds.
Ah, thanks, Major. Now, how about in English?
You're nearing the target infiltration point, smartass. It's less than a click ahead of you.
Yeah, how do you not know
We're
that?
approaching
Isn't that your
now.
job?
Shouldn't be a
Dan.
problem.
Remember, once you're inside the seawall, maintain radio silence. We'll cut this link once you're through. Any famous last words?
Sorry about spitting.
Yeah, tell your mama I love
It's a
her.
bad habit.
I heard that, Botang. Base out.
Big Bo. Love Big Bo. The characters are really well done, I thought. Characterizations and the voice actors did a stellar job. The writing is pretty top notch. Here we go. Bang out to some music, man. Why is that sound mixing so bad? If that continues, then I guess I might have to drop the video until I figure out how to fix it.
Dan, those things are bad news if they get too close. Stop them by shooting their legs. Bingo! You got it down. Now put it away for good. Now aim for their heads. They can't tell friend from foe after a solid headshot. Go on, blow their metallic brains out. Nice. Now you remember that. Might come in handy.
There is hit based upon where you... Oh, there's also blind fire. Like hit reaction
Thought
protection.
you said there were only 7 scrap heads out here.
Relax. Nothing we can't handle.
Hey, Dan, this shit's in the way. Do something about it.
Alright, rifle can build up energy. There is an upgrade system in this too. Powerful attack called the Shock Burst. That's what the right bumper thing you may have seen me messing around with a bit earlier. Build up by bosonic cells or by finding bosonic charger. Enemies are defeated. Yeah, build up. So you have to charge it up, right? And that will be very, very helpful. Come later levels.
That's what I'm talking about. Now we can move forward. That bad boy's crazy powerful, but it takes energy to fire. Don't go shooting it off like crazy. Save it for when you really need it.
You want to try and get headshots, if I remember.
Hey, a surveillance spot at 12. Careful now. It'll call reinforcements if it spots us. What? It's on to us. Destroy that surveillance spot before we're shit deep in enemy reinforcements. Let's finish this.
Alright. So, again, the game wasn't really optimized too well for PC, so you might run into those sound issues. I don't remember it. You know what? Maybe that was an issue. It's a PC issue. I don't remember audio issues like that in the PS3 version. So. Now what the charge shot does against normal enemies is it basically causes them to collapse. They just like fall over.
You were saying?
Shit, that's a Grand Rancer. We don't have the firepower to take that down.
That's all I needed to hear. Run!
Oh crap!
Come on, hustle!
Running.
Don't stop it. Hammer through him.
Running, running,
Don't
running.
these assholes ever give up?
You're almost at the seawall, Beetle 2. Cutting
Yeah,
down
let's not look at the seawall.
now.
Roger that, base.
Go on, I'll cover you.
Age before beauty, my friend.
Everyone's a goddamn comedian. Whoa!
Whoa! Swim. Straighten out.
Apparently, the sea gate's gonna open to let the tanker in. Bet we could hitch a ride. We have to time this perfect, Owen.
Alright, sorry. I'm trying to get this damn dip to stay. Just one of those mornings or days.
Shit out of luck. Go for a fast grab. Ready? And the place is crawling with surveillance bots. We're dead meat if they spot us. Okay, here's the plan. We move forward stealth-like, hiding in the shadows.
In the shadows.
You got surveillance spots. Dan, take cover underwater. Whew. We dodged a bullet there. Now we gotta hurry. Make up for lost time. Over here, bro. What do you say? Good exercise, huh?
There really isn't too many of
Save
these.
the world. We got our
We have a
priorities
time
straight.
limit, but if I remember, you'll have more than enough time.
They'll spot us if we come out now. Sit tight a little longer. Let's go! Shit, there's no end to this. The gate's open! Come here! I mean now!
Let's wait. Let's swim for it. So yeah, even if you get alerted, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's very manageable. Just follow Bo.
Easy, huh? Now we just chill out. Hold on tight, bro.
Big Bo.
Okay. Job done. Hope it's a touch more chilled on the flip side. Got my doubts, though.
Ways to build up. Also, you can pick your squad mates at certain points. In case you need to try and build up affinity. And because you get caned so late in the game. That's why a lot of times you use him towards the later part of the game. Now, you won't lose affinity if the character isn't with you, so what you want to do is you want to make sure once you get affinity with folks, you kind of stick with two. But dialogue changes also with which squad mates you bring with you at certain parts of the game. So there's a lot of random openness and replayability with the game just because of that. And there's multiple endings, so I'll spoil that for you. I don't know what the canon ending is, or was. But this is a game I really wish had a sequel, because it had nice bones.
Still, that was a little too flashy for a top secret op.
Anything over there? No.
Dan, time for the wire guns. All right, think of these as our express elevators. Take aim.
I'll be right back. Sorry. Again. This first video is usually always pretty slow and clunky until I get into my groove. All right, sorry about that. So, real quick, shout out to Rookie parentheses ZOE close parenthesis for a guide on Steam. It's called Good Best Ending Guide. You can use that to try and increase to maximize your chance at improving the trust level. That's what it's called, trust. Things you can do is like throw grenades, melee kills, double melee kills. There is at least one, if not two, infinite enemy spawning
let's
spots.
not waste time getting through here.
I'd recommend. Got Vitals Boost 1 for Dan only. Nanomachines, you can make use of them by going to each character's skill settings. That's right, they have skill settings. Right, so for example, see that? You get 6 spots to work with on the right. There's character-specific skills, and you could mix and match to taste. So for example, we got these already. Base health, defensive ability, and manual reload speed. So you can't rotate them, but what you do is you using the shape. So if I had an L-shaped block, I could put it in there. Base health by 10. Well, obviously we want that, right? And then we'll pop these on too. Save changes, yes. Oh, different weapons. And there's a good assortment of weapons, as you saw here real quick. Weapon data, not IRTA. You get a lot of different weapons. And they all have their different uses. I can't really think of one in particular that was out of place and bad. All the different enemy types. I think this is because I played through it. So there's going to be spoilers here. But yeah. And I love Bubblegum Crisis, so.
Oh, hey, is it my birthday or something? Listen up. Issuing tactical commands is the key to...
Oh, that's right. You can issue commands.
So, you want to go over how it's done?
Sure.
Alright, let's go over it. Alright, time for the first command. I want you to say... Fire, now. Got it. In the future, you just gotta say fire, and it's done, baby.
Like that Angry Video Game Nerd episode. Fire, fire, fire. And yes, you can yell just fuck or something. It actually registers. Sometimes. Sometimes he's like, what are you saying?
Wow, never have thought of that. On it. In the future, a charge order means you want to get up close and quick. But you know, have a bit of concern for your boy. Last tactic you gotta know is regroup. Try it. Got it. We need to regroup when you need your team by your side. Handy when we get split up. Remember that. There are a bunch of other commands too, but you'll learn them as you go along.
Sure. Recognize word list. Big Bo, please don't get in my line of fire.
That was... I see the guests are still arriving. Shame they brought guns instead of gifts. Dan, grenade them! Guess he bit off more than we could chew.
Alright, so again, one way I think you can build up is if you pop like 2 robots' heads off. They usually try and walk to each other to hit each other, then you run up and you melee both of them at the same time. And when you hear Big Bo say something like, "That was sweet," usually that's a sign that you did a good job.
Damn, that elevator's our ticket. Alright, give that button a push, brother. Save your rah-rah bullshit, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, bro. I don't get what you're talking about. That wasn't a very warm welcome. Just this one's all business and no pleasure.
Alright, Big Bo, let's go, Big Bo.
Over here!
I'm coming.
Oh, hey, check this out.
Oh.
An ammo transit supply terminal, huh? Looks like we can spend our credits here. Dan, give this thing a shot.
Alright. First aid kits and ammo can be purchased at the shop terminal. Credits earned by defeating enemies. You can also upgrade. Right? Upgrade weapons? Yeah, you can upgrade their weapons too. Rounds, firepower, range, accuracy, rate of fire. I wouldn't worry too much about their weapons. So let's do firepower because it's cheap. Let's do accuracy. That's good for now.
Hey, looks like it works after all. There's probably more of these.
We can do shopping. Let's look what's under shopping. Sometimes you can buy, yeah, you can buy like nano machines. Boost defense. I almost always do that. Alright, now we go here. Big Bo's got some skills. We can now set. Put that there. Defensive ability. Health, okay. Save changes. Dan. If I remember, I think your skill thing also eventually gets larger, so.
Damn quiet here. Keep your eyes peeled. Shit, I knew it.
Oh, crap, turret.
Dan, watch out for that machine gun fire. Dan, aim for the gas cylinder. Danny boy, a freaking star, man.
Alright.
Shit, a dead end? Ain't there some way we can get past here?
Yep. Right here, buddy. Sorry, I had to get some water. Yeah, this is just a really...
What the hell's that? Some kind of control panel?
really neat game.
Man, they just don't give up.
What are you talking about, Big Bo?
I get it. We can use it as a bridge to the other side. That's it, brother. Keep it up.
It's not as
Leave the enemy to me. You focus
well
on their crane.
written or interesting choice and consequence as Alpha Protocol, but the difference I like, well, Alpha Protocol also, depending upon how you played, just like this game, depending upon how you play, it impacts your relationship with the people around you. I think Alpha Protocol is the best game that has done that. But Alpha Protocol is a spy espionage simulator, right? This is a cyberpunk. Third-person shooter. It's an espionage RPG. You gotta hold it down.
Nice work. Let's get over to the other side. Shit, there's no end to this.
What are you talking about?
All right. No sign of more scrap heads. So no rush, brother. We got time to catch our breath.
Fly by night
Definitely
away
headed the right
from
way.
here. Dun, dun.
Be out of this place soon. And then time for the main event.
No rush.
You ready to party? What's with you, man?
Oh no, we picked the wrong one. Oh, checkpoint. Yeah. Let's see where the checkpoint leads us.
All right.
All right.
No sign of more scrap heads. So no rush, brother.
Sometimes
We
it's
got
hard
time
to
catch our breath.
determine what the
Definitely
response
headed
would be.
the right
So.
way. Be out of this place soon. And then time for the main event. You ready to party?
Yeah.
Feels good to be working together again. Hard to believe we're both still alive
All right. So see, now we've already got 2 bars filled.
after all this time. But I got a hunch we'll get through this one too. You feel me?
Sure.
That's my boy. Let's move out.
Let's see how much it filled it. Didn't look like it moved
You
there,
take
did it?
point, brother.
There is.
Roger.
I do wish we had a quick throw for the grenades.
Yo, watch out. Got a mean-looking customer here.
So yeah, as you can see,
Just keep coming.
it stuns them.
Guess we bit off more than we could chew.
Will you stop? You can also buy ammo from vending machines. You run into issues. So. I don't know if the shop's got any new nano machines. I don't know if it's by level or what. Okay, the shotgun. I can't remember if you... Oh, there's a lot more. Yeah, it changes your shock burst to create a shockwave upon impact. So it homes in on enemies. I don't think I ever really did that. You really do want to upgrade the bosonic charge. I think you can... Do you have to...
Hang on, brother. They got a lot of eyeballs.
You have to manually switch over? No.
Out there.
So I want to save my money.
All right.
Oh, we're all the way back here.
No
Crap.
sign of more scrap heads. So no rush, brother. We got time to catch our breath. Definitely headed the right way. Be out of this place soon. And then time for the main event. You ready to party? Feels good to be working together again. Hard to believe we're both still alive after all this time. But I got a hunch we'll get through this one too. You feel me? That's my boy. Let's move out. You take point, brother. How you like that? Yo, watch out. Got a mean-looking customer here. Just keep coming. Danny boy, a freaking star, man.
Okay, so if you get 2 of them within a certain period of time, it usually... Alright. So don't buy the shotgun. What do we have with grenades? Yeah, grenades are usually a good way to also get, because you can get like multiple enemies at once with them. I don't remember if there's a stamina meter.
Hang on, brother. They got a lot of eyeballs out there. What do you say? Blitz 'em? Thought you might say that. Ready when you are. We go as soon as you open that door. Okay, here we go. Fire! like we'll just have to open this big-ass gate. It'll only open if we pull these levers together. All right? Let's pull.
If they do a binary domain 2, my recommendation, let it have co-op too. Ah, look at this little secrety thing. Not really a secrety thing. The big thing is just make sure you avoid hitting your teammate.
We got company, and it's not looking friendly.
It's closing, but it's pretty slow.
Let's make a stand and keep them suckers out. Ooh, that was close.
We're out of ammo for that. Oh, here we go with more loud sounds. So, just be advised. I guess whenever it's cutscenes like this, the volume jumps up.
Gotta be. Do we got anything at all that'll damage this thing? First things first. Take cover. Shit, this is bad. Yes, in your face. Now's our chance. Get through that door, quick. Got him. Not good. The bastard's trying to get back up. Now's our chance. Get through that door, quick. Got. Not good.
I will use it all to.
Reloading.
Come on.
A dead end. You gotta be kidding me. Just what we needed. Dan, let's use that big old steel girder to deliver the knockout blow. I'll be the bait. You work the control panel. Hurry! Here he comes. Let him have it.
Here we go. Make sure you don't wait too long, because if you do, you'll lose trust. So. This part's really cool. It really sets the tone.
I don't know who this man is.
Drop your weapon. This is your first warning.
All those years.
Nothing but lies. Drop your weapon.
Drop your weapon.
Second and final warning.
Your second and final warning. Oh my god. I'm sorry, the sound mixing in this. I wasn't able to like change all the sound volume, it just had one option for sound volume. Why, you son of a bitch. New Washington, USA, 9 days ago.
Externally indistinguishable from humans? When in God's name did robotics get this advanced?
The tech to build a robot skinned in a living layer of cells has been around.
I love
for
the
some time
Kennedy
now. It's just been illegal.
Clinton.
Oh, it's much more than that, Jen.
I guess it's Clinton. Yeah, it's a Clinton, not a Kennedy.
Far beyond our products here at Bergen. We can barely even analyze its
That
neural
depends on what your
Well, now, Mr.
definition of
Bergen, this
is. Hurt.
You are supposed to have the most advanced R&D in the world. And now you're telling us that someone is just a teensy bit ahead of you.
Teensing my
Because we
butt.
haven't been allowed to venture into that potentially lucrative area, Jen. Perhaps if this government hadn't given in and signed the new Geneva Convention, the United States would be producing such robots already.
We're a God-fearing country, Mr. Bergen, and only he may create life.
Mr. President, this isn't life. Convincing as it may be, it's still a robot. We call them hollow children.
If it's indistinguishable from humans, where does the machine end and life begin?
This is philosophical bullshit. There are only two things that matter now. Number one, if you did not make this thing, then who did? And number two, why did it come after you?
What do we know about this hollow child?
Oh,
He
children.
was granted a green card 30 years ago under the name Dominic Barry.
30 years? Jesus H. Christ.
If not for yesterday's events, we may never have found out it existed. We're now certain there are more living among us in America.
No, that's insane.
Not really, General.
Now just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
You see, it would appear that hollow children actually believe they're human.
Oh, this is bullshit. I'm no goddamn...
So damn cool. Love it.
Mr. President, I can think of only one man with the knowledge and resources to build this robot.
Not Bubblegum Crisis level of cool, but still cool.
Dr. Yoji Amada,
Yoji Amada.
recognized genius in the field of AI, founder of Amada, Japan's largest robotics corporation.
You don't sound too sure.
So this photograph is 40 years old. Amada hasn't been seen in public since.
That's crazy. He'd be 80 years old by now.
The Amada Corporation is in league with Japan's New Order.
I read about them. Isolationists. Self-sufficiency, that's right.
Yes, sir. They wield a lot of influence over the Ministry of Homeland Affairs.
You really think they're behind this infiltration?
Besides myself, Amada is the only one I know who's capable of this.
Get me the IRTA in Geneva.
There's our way out, man.
Yeah.
What a plan, huh? Right?
Right.
Oh, this part. I remember this.
This part of your big plan, too?
I always love like the lingo they use in a lot of the Japanese for animating
Base to Beetle 2.
video games. Hollow
Reestablish
children.
the comp. You read.
You have dolls and
Loud and clear, Major. We're making fast.
Xenoblade Chronicles X. They're called dolls. Well, radio chatter indicates the ministry is trying to flush out the resistance. All fascinating, Major. We've got a situation over here. And in the US release, they renamed the mechs
Stay on the seawall for a while. Right now, outside the wall, it's crawling with security.
from dolls to skells. I don't know why. This part. Oh my god. Expect me to fail this part a couple times. Because you get
Talk
hit.
about a close one. Dan, watch out for those pipes.
It's like the Goonies.
Whoa!
It's our time.
How are we gonna
Down
slide?
here.
I ever tell you I hate thrill rides?
Really?
Yeah! We ever gonna stop?
Also, you might recognize some of the voice actors.
Last time I listened to hate
From Big
music.
Bo, Dan, Faye.
Isn't this over yet? Today just sucks.
Oof.
Whoa! Too fast, man. shit! Looks like we plowed through it!
The hell are these suits made of?
Hey, you alright? Huh? Anything broken?
Just my inner peace. Let's keep moving. Yo, Dan, hide! So this is the resistance HQ was talking about. Damn, of all the shit to stumble into.
No, they didn't make it.
Man, this ain't fair. We ain't part of no resistance.
Oh, well, maybe they're flushing out illegal aliens, too.
Danny boy, a freaking star, man.
Base to Beetle 3. Do you read?
Kinda busy here, Major.
Sit rep.
Oh, never better. Where the hell is our rendezvous point?
Just keep going in that direction. You're almost there.
Roger that. Dan, check it out. Enemy transport. They just keep coming and coming. Assholes. Sick back. Damn, they just don't give up. Whoa, where did that come from? Whoa, where did that come from? Yo, Dan, leave some for the rest of us, huh? We got the bonus situation to think about. Wow, I'm getting the Iceman over here.
Ah, see? Screw it. We'll just play it, right? Bulletproof skin for Dan only. Sometimes you gotta react quick. As you saw there. Where was that? Defensive ability, huh? How do I get up there? Oh.
Better watch out for an enemy ambush. Sniper, take cover!
Alright. Took cover.
I'll act as a decoy.
Alright, remember that's really the most one of the most important things to upgrade. Sold out, sold out, sold out. What is this and this? Yeah, I think you don't want to worry about melee attack. Okay, there's no way for me to boost that. It's 15% though, and 10%, so that would actually work better.
Snipers out. Take out those snipers. My life's in your hands, brother. Here goes nothing. Sniper at 9 o'clock. Sniper at 3 o'clock. Man, they just don't give up.
Alright. Anything in here? Ammo.
Sniper at 11 o'clock. Got him. Good shooting, brother.
Yeah, we'll just play it by ear, see how it goes, because what are we at? Look at that, we're getting a little bit.
Guess we bit off more than we could chew. Like taking candy from a baby.
Alright. Again, I don't know. I don't think. Oh no. Looks like. Yeah, different items, at least. Recharge. Kiss grenade, which attaches in dealing high hope when a person will replace any other. I don't know. Oh, is that what we're using? Yeah, I'll try it. Oh, that's right. Sometimes, by buy things one at a time, because the machines will use a, like a gambling mechanic, in a sense. Like, yeah. So, and sometimes that fills up and it gives you free stuff out of it. It'll be green when you know you did it.
Rendezvous
Right.
point ain't far now. Finally get to meet our new British friend. Philip said the guy's ex-MI6. A real agent, not some pencil pusher. So watch your back, all right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Multinational unit sounds all fine and dandy, but everyone's got their own agendas. And that includes us. You and me, brother. We trust each other and nobody else.
Damn straight,
It
Big
is
Bo.
what it is. Whoa, listen to me. We getting old, brother. Stop me if I'm boring you. Well, pardon fucking me. Sorry to spoil your day. All right, enough.
Alright, so we
Chatter.
basically
Let's
didn't
get busy.
get that, but that's fine. We should be able to make up any trust issues later. Oh, the shield. I remember that now. You can only use your sidearm. But on the flip side, you gain mobile cover.
Another greeting party. So let's say hello. You all right,
Oh, crap.
man? You need my help? Got it. Hang on. Take 5. I'll handle this. again. They just keep coming and coming. Guess the bastards never heard. Danny boy, a freaking star, man. That was sweet.
Grenades are your friend. Also, go into cover, because trust me, you'll go down quick. Like I said, it'll take me a video or two to get used to it.
They're human.
Well, now this cut.
And how in the hell can you tell
Excuse
that?
me, this cutscene
How
is
in
playing
the hell
normally.
can't you? Look at them. Just kids.
Huh. Weapon scavengers. Never seen them start.
Oh, then the music starts.
Nice guns.
What you
You
buying?
get a lot of money for those. Why don't you hand them over?
Kid, it's 2-on-1, and these guns are way bigger than yours.
Yeah, that's a crappy situation to be in.
So much for 2-on-1.
Yeah. You know, killing kids isn't my idea of fun.
Get up then. Now.
撃つのどうすんのいいよもう殺しちゃうよ兄ちゃん
They ain't green. Reckon they want to light us up.
I wonder what their parents would be thinking of them now.
Hey, I said drop your weapons. Are you deaf?
It's like the Terminator. Good thing they're good shots. That could have ended very badly. I was gonna say, there is fixes for audio issues and such, but I play O-Box, which is out of the box, as a reminder, which means
I guess it wasn't quite finished.
you bought the game,
Happens sometimes with scrapheads.
load up the game,
A lot of good soldiers taken out like that.
and this is a game as it is, without having to
Now,
fiddle
you were saying
much
about
of
our
anything.
guns.
Nah. I
That way you know what
think
you're
I owe you
getting.
one now. So I've changed my mind.
Well, how about that?
Because a lot of times,
Pretty dangerous work for kids.
I'll shut up until after.
We do what we have to.
Oh, shut up.
Resistance pays good money for these scraphead weapons. Food on the table, you know.
You should find a new line of work for these kids.
I mean,
Seems like most of them have forgotten how to smile.
have you seen where they're living right now? Because opportunities seem slim.
Like any of us has a choice.
Right?
Look around you, Yankee man. No future.
Come on, Dan. Ain't nothing we can do.
Ain't nothing we can do. I ain't a Yankee. Anyways, yeah, I think we're about to start the next section. Here goes Bo doing the run. That weird run he does. I was gonna say, I play O-Box out of the box so that you know what you're getting. Mainly because, you know, you always see videos of people playing games, but usually they, you know, mod the files or something. So sometimes you'd buy a game and it'd be like, this isn't like in the videos I was watching of someone doing this playthrough. So I wanted to show you straight up with all 99% of the games I play, I don't mod or do any file fixing and cleaning up. And if I do, I show you how I did it. And that's because, again, I believe in playing O-Box as much as possible. I believe all games should be ready to play and good to go as soon as you take them out of the package. Or virtual package, in this case. That's why I didn't go and download any mods from, like, I don't know, Nexus or ModDB to address the sound volume issues. Alright. That out of the way, let's keep going.
Damn, look at this place. Anyone attacks now, we're gonna look like burger patties. All part of the thrill, right, brother? Telling you, man. Live around here long enough and we'd all wind up looking like them kids back there. No hope, no future. How'd it all end up this way, man?
The problem with using the left bumper is sometimes it's hard to, let's look at this real quick. It's under data files now. Options, maybe? Voice recognition settings. Recognize word list, right? This is where, you know. Oh, you can see where it's collected the data of. So see, my OK recognition for Big Bo is at 64%. 23% of the time there was an error, 9% unrecognized. Even though I was saying OK. As you can see, recognition error means wasn't picking up anything. So these are all the words you can use that you can say that the game is recognize. I like you.
Base? Where's that Rodney?
Should be at your 2 o'clock.
That seemed overly violent.
Over there.
Man needs new batteries.
It's Morse code. I ain't seen that in years.
What's next? Smoke signals?
Whoa! We got company. Let's give them a warm welcome. They're in the air, too? This is bullshit. I got the aerial units. Gonna blast them out of the sky. All right, that takes care of the aerial threat. Like that? We ain't no pushovers, bitches.
So, if I had grenades, that would have gone a lot more smoothly. I would have probably gotten a good bump up for it. Don't he ever get tired? I don't think so. Shut up and jump. Welcome to E Honda's stage. Scraphead is really starting to bug me. Fire in the hole. National Order Restoration HQ. Another red alert, Roppongi. We've also lost contact with Grand Lancer Patrol. Does it match up how those intruders who came over the seawall? Yes, sir. It appears to. They must have some serious firepower to take down HS unit. Do we have a visual? Okay, only this. The Odabi sector. Odaiba? This isn't just a couple of illegal immigrants. This is enemy action. Give me the Minister of Homeland Affairs. That's how he sounds when I translate.
Everybody alive? Holler if you're dead.
Holler if you're dead.
You know, it's funny, but my briefing said this was to be a covert operation. Come on.
What can I say? I like to make an entrance. So, you must be Charlie.
It's Commander Charles Gregory to you, thanks. British Division.
Yeah. XMI6, right? I kinda guessed that.
Is it supposed to be me? Yeah. We all are. This is Lieutenant Rachel Townsend.
Sergeant Dan Marshall, ex-Special Forces.
Sergeant Roy Boateng. Ditto.
So, I'm to babysit you two then, yeah? Think you can stay out of trouble in future?
Well, what can I say? They started it.
Base to Beetle 1.
Loud and clear, base.
Sorry to burden you with my clowns.
No disrespect intended, sir, but you Yanks do tend to make a lot of noise. Know what I mean?
Not all of us, Gregory. Just those two.
So, where's everybody else?
Well, the French are already inside the city.
They said there'd be a Chinese squad, too.
File photo doesn't do her justice.
She looks familiar. Reminds me of an actress or someone.
Come on, Bo, you know the only movies you watch are porn. Oh, yeah, right, with the... Hey, watch this. Excuse me. Hi, I'm Dan, and that is my partner, Bo.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Ah,
Ni
the
hao.
strong and silent type, huh? I like that in a woman.
Maybe if you pair learnt some manners, she might not be so silent.
Rough with the smooth, man. So, this is all China sent, huh? Just one woman?
I am First Lieutenant Fei Li of the People's Liberation Army. My two subordinates were killed by security robots on the way here.
Aw, shit, listen. We didn't mean no disrespect.
Hard to believe you're the one they called a survivor.
Well, appearances can be deceiving.
Ain't that special. Just real lucky.
No luck. Well, that's good. Because we could all do with a bit of luck.
She looks like what's her name
Because
from
the
those
Japs
James
consider
Bond
anyone
movies.
without official ID as an invading hostile. So, we're all crosshairs.
Speaking of, sir, we'd better get moving.
Right, Beetle 1 to base. Now moving to first contact rendezvous.
Roger that. Base out.
Got some local help in the Shibuya flood zone. It's this way.
Let me see what time we're at. Might call it here. For the first video, which, apologies, a bit clunky.
The 21st century started off pretty bad, and only got worse. Sea levels rose. Climate went to hell. 3/4 of the major cities around the world were flooded, ruined, uninhabitable. Local and national authorities rebuilt upward, above the waterline. Whole new cities, using the old as foundations, leaving the lower layers,
Like Futurama.
flood layers, to rot and decay. A lot of people had already died as the world collapsed. Who was going to build these incredible new structures? Robots. I call them scrapheads. Then I believed. Not that anyone cares what I think. Fact is, we needed robot labor like never before. One company rose to dominate the market. Bergen Advanced Robotics Technology from the USA. Bergen has a 95% share of the global robotics industry. Of course, they didn't get there without ruffling a few feathers. Most famously, the Amada Corporation in Japan sued Bergen for stealing its technology.
Corporate espionage.
Bergen was already huge.
And Amada lost its case.
That was the last obstacle between Bergen and world domination. Thanks to them, the USA is now the global superpower. In 2040 AD, the world's remaining economic concern was ratified in the Geneva Convention. One of the most controversial parts of it was Clause 21, which banned research into robots that could pass for human or hologen.
I can barely hear him. 40 years later, a hollow child attacked Bergen's headquarters in the USA. You think just full of humans, he seemed to have no idea it was a robot himself. He's Sergeant Dan Marshall, working for IRTA, International Robotics Technology Association out of Geneva. Set a global task force called Rust Cruise to deal with breaches of the convention, especially Clause 21. Got full support from the U.S. military, which is where I used to work anyway. Some things never change. War never changes. That's how me and my partner Bo ended up in Japan. Because the U.S. suspects the whole child who turned up in America was made by Yoji Yamada, legendary robotics genius and the founder of Amada Corporation. We're here to arrest Amada and take him to Geneva at any cost. That means we get to knock out any scrapheads that try to stop us along the way. I sure hope they try. Yep, and that was the introductory level mission in the first video. My binary domain playthrough. Hopefully the recording, the sound volume is okay. I'll have to check it, but earn more credits to spin shopping terminals by storing more enemy parts. So yearn for refuge. Camp Refugi.
Right. We split the two teams from here onwards. On the front, one bringing up the rear. At least one team.
Trying to remember the best composition for this. I think you want to go with Charlie and Rachel.
Might I remind you that I'm in command here? Not that I expect pulling rank would benefit your attitude. So, who do you fancy for your team, Sergeant?
Alright. So as you can see, they start off with fairly low.
All right, let's go. Our contact is waiting.
He's rather chipper. What, old boy?
And what if we get busted by some scrapheads again?
Shoot them. That's what you Yanks are best at, isn't it?
Sometimes.
Huh. See? It's not so bad.
Alright. Status. I don't think we have any skills for them, do we? Okay. Alright, folks, gonna call it here. Hopefully sound volume or sound levels are good. But yeah. Looking forward to play this again, especially after beating Vanquish. Bit slower pace, same kind of theming. The whole robots rebuilding the city thing is reminds me of Bubblegum Crisis 2040 or whatever it was. 2044? 2040? Where kind of the same premise. They use robots to build things and then they kind of go out of control. Bit different, but similar. Worth checking out though. It's not as good as the original series, but still an okay anime. Anyways, I'm gonna call it. My subscribers, y'all stay awesome. You have an amazing day. Oh, yeah. We could keep going, but I'm gonna call it here. Any drive-by Remnant beers, I'll catch you next time. Until then, y'all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night.